Hi, I'm dgerard and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you Monday to Friday. Today, let's regulate transportation by chatbot, because that's just amazing. This comes from ProPublica. The US Department of Transportation wants to, quote, revolutionize the way we draft rulemakings, unquote. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to write the regulations with Google's Gemini chatbot. This plan was dropped on department staff in December. President Donald Trump is reportedly, quote, very excited about this initiative, unquote. Now, you might think making rules requires knowledge, even expertise, and checking the facts on the ground. But the department heads don't have time for any of that nonsense. Quote, the answer from the plan's boosters is simple: speed. Writing and revising complex federal regulations can take months, sometimes years, but with DOT's version of Google Gemini, employees could generate a proposed rule in a matter of minutes or even seconds. Two DOT staffers who attended the December demonstration remembered the presenter saying, in any case, most of what goes into the preamble of DOT regulatory documents is just word salad. One staffer recalled the presenter saying, Google Gemini can do word salad, unquote. How good are the ideas, though? Quote, the department has used AI to draft a still unpublished Federal Aviation Administration rule, according to a DOT staffer briefed on the matter, unquote. Definitely the sort of thing that'll go just great, but expertise is getting thinner on the ground. Quote, DOT has had a net loss of nearly 4,000 of its 57,000 employees since Trump returned to the White House, including more than 100 attorneys, unquote. So, how do you preserve quality with the chatbot? A lot of this is safety critical. How do you preserve attention to important details? That's the neat part. You don't. Here's Department General Counsel Gregory Zerzan. Quote, we don't need the perfect rule on XYZ. We don't need even a very good rule on XYZ. We want good enough. We're flooding the zone, unquote. Flooding the zone. This was one time Trump Grand Vizier Steve Bannon's plan for running a culture war. Flood the zone with poop. And Zerzan thinks this is definitely the way to do transport policy. The AI plan is to churn out new regulations as fast as possible and get the department staff to look them over and spot the stupid bits. I'm sure it'll go great. The idea of flooding the zone seems to be to come up with a flood of dumb trash and hide your worst ideas in the flood. From the White House brag document, Trump Administration Science and Technology Highlights Year 1, we have, quote, replacing decades-old rules with flexible, innovation-friendly frameworks, unquote. That is, trashing rules Trump's donors don't like. You know, that was always the idea. Trump's particularly in want of less regulation on driverless cars. They don't call them self-driving. Hence the Senate hearing with Waymo we talked about on Monday. Google is delighted to put Gemini into the Department of Transportation initiative so they can sell Gemini to the government. The AI vendors want the bureaucracy to need the chatbot, become dependent. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. Two things to plug today. Firstly, the AI Dirty List at aidirtylist.info. It's written by Griffin Myers. The AI Dirty List exists to shame the slop peddlers. Quote, ensuring those who choose to bathe in AI slop will never be washed clean, unquote. Go check it out. Secondly, I went on Stilgarian's 9 p.m. Edict podcast again, fourth time back, second time about pivot to AI and our dumb world.
That's the basic story, David. What else should we be aware of with Musk's latest plan?
So, as you can guess, it's all about him trying to kite checks absolutely long as possible. Link in the show notes. Hit like and subscribe on YouTube, leave a review in your podcast app, and don't forget to drop your $5 into the Patreon linked in the show notes on your way out. Thank you all. I'll see you on Monday, and bye for now.